What is going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Waiting on Sheets to pop on in. I don't know what happened. Looks like something weird happened when he must have tried to get in, or I don't know if he isn't yet, but he'll be in there shortly. Um, don't know what you guys ended up doing with the FanDuel ones, but hopefully everybody does well. And just make sure to keep an eye on starting lineups throughout the day, because we still don't know for sure about some of these. And yeah, we want to make sure that your guys are actually playing. I think that sounds pretty basic, but it's baseball, and you will see, weird lineups come out. Usually at opening day, we have a pretty good feel for it, and teams announce their opening day, starters are their usual guys. But there's a couple of questionables tonight. I mean, a questionable lineup choice changes. So just keep an eye on the lineups as they come out. Other than that, talking through, I really think this Bieber situation is very fishy. I understand we don't have a whole lot to choose from, but if you're going to tell me that he's going to throw 60 to 70 pitches, that feels very much like something we should be fading. At what I'm guessing, I'm going to take a quick look at the latest projection, but the ownership is still going to be pretty high. I don't think we should be. People must get on this, right? People have got to be better than that. You don't play guys with 60 to 70 pitch counts. And yes, he's too cheap, but everybody's too cheap today. So I don't know. I'm personally going to be on the side of, you know what? I don't think I'm going to play any Justin Bieber. I definitely won't be playing any Justin Bieber. No, I won't be playing any Shane Bieber. And that's my main thing of the day. I think that's what we should do with fading. The stacks are sort of similar to the ones we talked about if you were on the FanDuel show, but I'll go through them again for my preferred stacks. I like St. Louis. I don't mind if you want to take a weird contrarian angle and take some Pittsburgh bats, as Sheets was talking about, on the other side of the chalky-ish Wainwright. I think it's not a bad route to go. And Wainwright was really good last year, but he's getting older. We've seen the bad and the good from him, so I don't mind that gamble. I do like the Mets side of the Mets against Corbin, and I don't mind if you want to use a long shot Corbin into some of your GPP builds. And then Atlanta is always going to be in play, but Molly's actually a pretty good. I think he's a better pitcher than he gets credit for, but it's Atlanta at home. It's going to be a thing all year long. We're going to want to do that. Then you got good hitting weather in LA. I don't really have any interest in either of those teams, but it's not like great hitting weather for regular, but I'm not overly trying to go out of my way to pick on Ohtani or Valdez. I do think the Angels will have some ownership, but I'm going to stick to those other stacks as my favorites, with San Diego being the rounding it out. So St. Louis, Atlanta, San Diego for me. I didn't notice. Sheets, did you pop in? So what's going on, Sheets?
I am running so hot today.
You are?
No idea. It's just so hot.
Really? What's going on?
I got Venmo'd $200 from a poker thief who's owed me money for at least 15 years. How sick is that?
Oh man, wait, that's like as good as it gets. Like that's money you never
literally totally found money. It's not. I actually still owe Cliff, so I had to send it over to Cliff, I think. But yet still, just absolutely amazing. And this was, not to name names, but this was like one of the worst of the worst. I mean, he played heads up sit and goes with our money against himself and dumped to himself.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, dumped to himself under his wife's name. And then what was worse was that he let us watch him play, and he was actually totally tooling on us. Like we were sweating him, losing our money. And so he was trying to make it look good, and it took me having been friends with someone from Poker Stars to get to the bottom of it, and get the hand history. So I eventually did catch him. And 15 years, and I find, is it 15 years? Maybe not 15 years, but it's pretty close. And he said, "Oh, I have 400 to send or something like that." I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" So I don't argue, just take it.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, Adam, thanks, man. No problem. You guys, I'm definitely not feeling my best, so I'd love to get to everything we can get to. My brain is foggy. I do want to let anybody know that I will be doing my normal plays, my normal stacks. I will be doing all this stuff for baseball in general today with the first day, and then the Masters going last night, and then I woke up to do the Masters swap today to make sure that I didn't have anybody withdraw, which unfortunately I did after lock. But I'm just it's just a little bit of unusual first start to the baseball season for us. So I do have my core plays though listed on SaberSim, so you can check.
So if anybody remembers, I got outright. So I have Neiman and Sanjay M. Both outright.
How about that? How about it start by Sanjay?
Both with $1 billion to 1. Unfortunately, the Cam Smith is already off to a good start. Berger's doing his thing. So people and Scheffler's doing his thing. So it ain't gonna be easy to win the Masters. Nobody ever said it would be.
No. And yeah, I mean, I'm with Mark and Chad, who was saying that he played.
Dude, I got 17% Paul Casey.
I've got a lot of them too. Yeah, I know that's great. By the way, I still think I think Tiger looks pretty good. He had the one shank shot that he hit. Other than that,
he just rolled it a little past on a chip. He's got like a 5.5 footer coming back for par, I think.
Oh, you're ahead of me. I don't know how my TV. Oh, he almost made that thing.
Yeah,
just weird a little. Anyway, so back to the baseball stuff. Sheets, what are your main stacks?
Yes,
we should probably say the main thing, which is what I started off by saying at the very beginning. I don't think anybody should be playing Shane Bieber.
Wait, I have to take this. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Well, Sheets, can you mute it?
Yeah. Why? What's up?
Okay. Anyway, anybody else want to have the Shane Bieber conversation? I'm here for it. But when you get a guy who's going to be the most popular pitcher and he's going to throw 60 to 70 pitches based on what his manager says, coming off of an injury, like you can't feel good about that. Like you really can't. So if you're going to mix him in, be below the field, be below 20%. I wouldn't play him in anything personally.
So wait, who are you not playing?
I don't think you can play Shane Bieber.
Why? What happened?
He's got a 60 to 70 pitch limit.
Oh, that's what they said?
Yeah, that's what Francona said last night. I went back and looked, and that's look, we've seen guys throw more than their pitch limit before, but if they announce it, you kind of have to give them the credit and And by the way, I don't even think it's like that bad for his price to play him in 60. It's just you have other guys with actual upside. We don't need.
No. You can't play guys on pitch counts.
The only thing, the reason that's throwing me off is the K prop. That's Vegas still saying 6.5 strikeouts. Like it's just, I don't know. That feels a little thin. Yeah, you shouldn't be playing guys on pitch counts. I agree with you, especially chalky guys. If no one was going to play him, I wouldn't mind taking a shot. You know what I mean? Anyway,
that's a 4 o'clock, right? Okay. Yeah, you can't play that. That's ridiculous. Okay, I'm changing all my lineups.
I mean, look, it's again, we've been lied to before about pitch counts, but it seems like coming off of a serious injury, that would be something you try to stick with.
What did he say? This is from when?
They said last night.
So why is he 40%? Why is he going to be 40% owned? I don't get any of this.
Because I don't think people did enough research. I don't know if it got away with it because all of the other things, the guys who are I know who do the cash game things and everything. They're talking about they all had him as you have to play him in cash games. Now none of them have him as that anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the official. This is the.
Do you have that quote?
Limited to between 60 and 70 pitches. Francona did not say who he plans to have follow him. I don't know.
Bieber says he's not a specific target pitch count, but he anticipates getting together during the game with Francona and pitching coach, and will make an informed decision on how deep he can go. Bieber says, I'm going out there for as long as I can. Don't expect a complete game shutout or anything like that.
Yeah, that all still feels, I mean, again, still at ownership. If there was no ownership on him, I would be saying take your chance. Maybe they let him throw 80 pitches or something, get through 5, maybe 6 innings. I don't know, man. Feels weird. So I think that the Wainwright, well, my FanDuel decisions are done with pitching because, as I said I was going to do, although he doesn't have a strikeout yet, I was not going to not play Burns. And I toyed, as I said earlier, with the idea of throwing in Hendricks as a weird long shot play for the ultimate leverage, who has 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. But I didn't go with that one. So on FanDuel, I would play Wainwright. I would play Wainwright. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would probably do. Sheets, anybody else on FanDuel for you that we can answer this question? I know that we're talking about DraftKings on this show, but who else would you?
What's the question exactly?
Who else would you pitch on FanDuel if you were going to pitch Bieber?
Well, I'm going to change everything now, so I'll let you know. I mean, there's now that Burns already started, right? So it's got Wainwright or Darvish, right?
Darvish, Wainwright. I think you could make a weird argument for Zach Greinke. I think you could make an argument for a long shot Patrick Corbin, even though I like the stack against him better. Patrick Corbin, we're gonna have this conversation. Like he's never really a good play, but on a small slate, you'll take your weird shots, and you'll get every now and then get that weird like gem of a start. He just occasionally has it. It's really weird.
Well, we'll do DraftKings in a second, because
okay.
I think now it's all kinds of stuff that opened up for me
Because of no Bieber.
Yeah.
But
Now we got washed lefties. We can play Bumgarner. I mean, we got all
I think
kinds.
you play. I think my favorites would be Wainwright, then Fried, then Darvish or Tani are all close. I think Wainwright is my favorite of all those guys.
Did we miss Brubaker yet? Did he start? No.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with the Brubaker thing. That's another one you could do. I mean, there's a lot of guys you could, but I'm just going with the ones I feel the best about because I don't want to like spread out too thin on projections. I do think Greinke is like reasonable more on DK 5,700, but he's not like, I don't know. I would rather play Greinke than guys like Mad Bum or anybody like that. I guess there's nobody like that. Not bad. I'd rather play him than Mad Bum, and I'd rather play. I don't want to play Corbin, but I think that's it. Like if you're playing a ton of lineups, he should be in like a couple of them. Certainly not a priority. Anyway, I'm going to talk through some other things. So the individual hitters that like stand out, if it maybe as mini stacks or guys who I like. Obviously, I do like the San Diego stack, but I like Machado. I like Pete Alonso. It's no shocker. I like the whole Mets team. But my, Mike Trout, nothing wrong with that guy.
No, he's still good at baseball, right?
Yeah, I don't mind him, and I don't. And again, the pricing is pretty soft, so you can get him in pretty easily. Even for the hitters, like you have some super soft pricing. On JD Davis is 2,600. I don't know if Brandon Marsh ends up getting. I think he does. I don't know if he ends up getting a start tonight, but he's 2,200 on DK. Nick Senzel is 2,300, and he's batting sixth.
Okay.
Luke Voigt is 3,500 and should be batting cleanup against Bumgarner. Will Myers is 3,400. These are individual. They're just, and again, I know that some of these are in the stacks, but these are the individual bats I'm using too, even if I'm not stacking them. I just think they stand out as being too good at plays. Cesar Hernandez is 2.9. If you wanted to go the other way against Wainwright, you could play Daniel Vogelbach, who's 2.4K first base. That, you know what I mean? There's just a lot of soft pricing. So you're going to have room to spend up basically no matter what you do.
Good. Okay, so I do have to give a disclaimer.
Okay.
So I did this for the early show, but for those of you that weren't there for that, so as you guys know, I mean, we've taken a much more aggressive role with SaberSim this season, and at the beginning, for the first couple of years, I mean, I was the only one using it pretty much, and Adam, a couple of people got in there, whatever it is. But I do feel as though I have to give you a little bit of a not a primer, but kind of a psychological primer on SaberSim. So if you do play baseball, and you do play tournaments, and you play GPPs, and you use SaberSim to build your lineups, it is going to be a psychological struggle, okay? Because what you are going to get, and whether you like it or not, okay? Well, I shouldn't say whether you like it or not because you don't have to use it. You're going to get a lot of lineups that make no sense. All right. You're going to get money left on the table. You're going to get, pitchers that you don't want. You're going to get stacks you don't want. And the reason for that is because, you set this thing to GPP stacks and GPP type exposures and whatever. You're going to get all kinds of low owned stuff. And that's just the way it's going to be. All right. Now you could, and then we're going to do a full lesson plan on SaberSim one of these days, but just doing something like changing the ranking from Saber score to projection score, that'll get you more normal builds if that's what you want. You could use the rules to get yourself more normal builds, but I'm just preparing you that, and for those of you that have tried it already today, if you just use the regular SaberSim sliders and just throw projections in there and let it produce for you, you're going to get lineups that are going to make you wish you never played DFS. Okay. Now you can live with it or you cannot live with it, but I'm just in advance. You're not going to hear is there something wrong with SaberSim? Is something wrong with whatever? That's just what you end up getting. And that's just what I can. That's my disclaimer for now.
Okay. Yeah, well, you want the variance in baseball anyway, so I think it's actually a good thing. Like, anyway. All right. So what do you like so far? I need you to weigh in on something. Weigh in on some players you like or something.
Okay. So what do I like or what do I got?
Either one, man. I don't know. Like, whatever the people want to tell, whatever we tell them about everything.
Oh, sorry. All right. So what I have 43% JT Brubaker.
Ooh.
I have 33% Fried. I have 0 Shane Bieber. I have 24% Bumgarner because he's really good. I do have 22% Darvish, so he's an actual play. But I have that, and I have Fried. I have 17% Male, and 10% Greinke. As far as stacks go, I have a lot of Pittsburgh, like 25% Pittsburgh. And then Brian Reynolds, he's on Pittsburgh, right? I was going to say I have some of that. Yeah. I guess Pittsburgh is kind of my highest owned, I suppose, as far as my hitting goes. This is on DraftKings. Mm-hmm. And then I got some Houston. Houston's my second one. So Houston and Pittsburgh are my 2 main stacks on in my SaberSim built and optimizer built stuff, which I'm going with today. I don't think I have a single Mets stack, but I can double check, and it's just just welcome to baseball season for me.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Are you getting to any of these cheap, outfield plays that some of the guys I was talking about? Is that popping up, like Will Myers and all those guys, whether or not even in stacks, just like they're just all cheap, right? And
I'm getting Miles Straw, but no Will Myers.
No Will Myers. Interesting. Huh. Maybe. Huh. Miles Straw's not that cheap though. He's an expensive outfielder.
No, I know. That's why he had the same name. That's the only reason I mentioned it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
do we even have a Mets lineup? Let me see.
No.
Right. So Mets, Washington. I wonder if Robinson Cano is going to play. That's an interesting.
And the Mets, for what it's worth, there is wind blowing in that game, which makes me like my Mets stack a little bit less than I did.
Robinson Cano is 4 for 4 in his last Grapefruit League game. I think they're going to start him. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they might. They might. But they just got it's a little. Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know if I want to play him against the lefty. I mean, against Corbin. I mean,
he's fine against lefties. And last year he was struggled. Yeah, but I mean, he struggled with everything.
So again, from a slate perspective, remember what we have here. We have 2 4:00 games, right? So you get a chance to kind of just sit back and see what's going on here after you play these. Now, are you still playing St. Louis?
I like St. Louis. I'm not playing that many lineups, so I'm not getting to as many of them as I thought I was going to. But I do like the idea. I do like them as one of my main 3. I think San Diego has become my favorite, along with and I like the Atlanta guys, but I just think we're gonna have good. I think Molly is the other pitcher that it doesn't feel good to pick on Atlanta, but they're a little bit. They don't have Freddie Freeman in there. There's just some strikeouts, even though they've got a lot of power. But Molly's pretty good. He's I feel like he's definitely like a streaky pitcher, but he's got upside anyway. So I don't know where I stand with Atlanta. That's the one I'm struggling with the most. But I do like the stack of St. Louis. I'm finding myself keep clicking on the San Diego button. I know that's pretty popular, so I'm gonna have to find other ways to get.
What I'd like everybody to do, by the way, and every day that we do videos or whatever, I want to make sure that we're doing the right thing by everybody and focusing on instruction at least a little bit every day. And so I put up 2 videos for today. I didn't want to title them the wrong way because they're sort of a look at today's slate, but I think it's more something to keep up there, just kind of a 2-part series on how to use the tools here to build lineups. And one of them for baseball lines, and one of the videos is completely designed to talk about hand building. Okay, just to look at stuff and how to hand build. And the other one is completely using optimizers. And interestingly, my hand build lineups are not going to even remotely represent my
my optimizer lineups for the reasons I just mentioned. Because I'm just not going to get to any of that stuff if I'm just picking the best plays, you know. So anyway, so I do recommend everybody do that, and then we're going to continue to pound this. Like Bobby's going to do some more instructional stuff.
Yep.
We're going to do instructional stuff with SaberSim, and you know, we hear you, you know, as we're going to keep doing it that way.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm sorry, I'm a little foggy today, guys. It's not been the best day. I cannot wait to just. I'm going to take a nap right after we do the show. Like,
right.
I feel like I've been the junk beat out of me today. And anybody still sadistic enough to do basketball, I will go live for a little bit later. I don't think it'll be the longest show we've ever had, but it's
all kinds of great players playing in basketball.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
I plugged Sheets' stuff as well as the 2-part series between the two of you and Rhodey. It's all under this big opening day banner on the homepage that I'm sharing on the screen right now. So if anybody's looking for all of our baseball content, that page will continue to go. It'll sort of be evergreen content that you can go to at any time. And we'll continue to build out pages like that for every sport. So I'm just going to click on that page to show folks what that looks like.
I'll tell you go. I'll tell you this. If you do a live thing from 6 to 7, I think I'd probably be better off just spending an hour talking about the Truck Series race today.
Instead of NBA.
I'm just going to drop in because some people still want to talk about it. And by the way, we got a lot of people got a kick out of our movie talk yesterday. So
yeah.
Gotta back that one up. We had some fun conversation and stuff going. Then we had the Sheets COVID test the day before.
Yes, that was fun. Yeah,
the live on air COVID test.
And Bobby told me I had cancer this morning, just like 2 hours ago. So I got to get my cancer test.
Which, by the way, I do not have COVID, as it turns out, but I have something else that's not too pleasant. Sheet, they're asking about one of your favorite guys. What do you think about Joe Adell?
I have 2% Joe Adell, but I like him. I mean, in general.
Yeah, I mean,
I invented Joe Adell, right? 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know you were yeah, absolutely.
Except the difference is, like, we invented Byron Buxton when he was 2K, and now he's like 9K. Like, yeah. I invented Joe Adell at 2,500, and he's like still 2,500.
Yeah.
Joe Adell, we could pair him in a stack with Dylan Windler and see if we can see if we can't get there.
Yeah, exactly. The triple Lindy Waters.
The triple
Mark did a great job on that, so really appreciate getting that stuff organized. Let's see, Bobby Witt on DK. Look, anybody's okay. Yeah, they're all fine.
Hey, Bobby Witt, is that who he said?
Yeah, it's. I don't know if they're actually related. No, it is. He's his son, right? Yeah, it's his son.
Wow.
He's a third baseman.
So can I tell you what I have? I literally, this is actually true. I have Bobby Witt rookie cards. I have about 3,000 of them. Okay.
Really? Why?
Because you want to know why? Because back in like 1987, 1988, I was listening to an interview of Tom Seaver, and they were talking to him about about good pitchers and who could be good and what metrics he uses to talk about good pitching. And what he was saying is that what you want to look for is kind of the ratio, the difference between your fastball and your curveball, because that means a lot. And he identified Bobby Witt back in 1988 as the person with the best difference in this. So I was already in the process of back then I would buy huge volume of things at 3 cents, 5 cents. So in one order I went for 3,000 Bobby Witt rookie cards. I think I spent 5 cents on each of them. I think they're still worth 5 cents. Okay. And at the same time, I also bought 3,000 Oral Hershiser 1988 cards. Okay. And the reason why I never quite understood why, or whatever year he was. Yeah, I think it was 88 where he won the Cy Young, or when he won the World Series MVP, when he didn't, nobody got a hit the whole season off him. And I always wondered why baseball cards always priced the rookie cards. I understood that, but I never understood why baseball cards weren't priced in some form based on how well they did that season. And I thought that the industry would change in that way. So I just bought a shitload of Oral Hershiser from that exact season. Turns out I was wrong about that too. And that probably is the same 10 cents or whatever. But Bobby Witt was included in that order of the Oral Hershiser. So now his son can maybe come and do something.
Yep, I hear you. By the way, for all these people who keep saying this stuff about the Angels game, I do want to address something really quick. It's not like the weather is like exceptional for all parks. It's exceptional because it's hot weather early in the season when the weather is not hot very many places. It's not really like
Okay.
I don't think you want to like go crazy. Like those pitchers are both good pitchers, just for what it's worth. I'm not messing with that game as much. And Carl says if Optimizer is giving you mostly Pirates and Indians, why would you want to trust it?
There's the question. That is the question.
Why would you want to though?
Why wouldn't you?
It's baseball.
What do you know?
No, I got you.
I mean, no. But what I'm saying is that this is the quandary that SaberSim is going to put you in the whole season, and you're going to have to figure out how to deal with it because you're going to get this every single day unless you manually tweak things, which you can. You could say I don't want more than 20% Pirates. You could XL Pirates. You can do whatever you want. Remember, all an optimizer does is exactly what you tell it to do. Okay. So if you tell me, get me no Pirates, it'll get you no Pirates. But I'm telling you, if you don't tell it to withhold teams like that, you are just going to get them if you set GPP builds. And that is what it is.
Yeah. You have to do
go to SaberSim.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't understand. I know a lot of people get frustrated and they like, people literally think they're just supposed to click optimize and then you're going to have a winning lineup. Like, that's not the way it works, in my opinion. So, all right. So, anybody else that we haven't talked about that maybe Sheets are a little heavy on? All the Bobby Witt, all these cheap guys, like they're all fine. Like he's at a terrible matchup. He's 2.3K though. Yeah, sure. I would rather play JD Davis at 2.6. I would rather play Nick Senzel at 2.3. I would rather play. I would probably rather play our guy. What's his name? Joe Adele. Stephen Kwan. Like there's a lot of cheap guys out there, but you really don't need to marry yourself to any of them because they're all spread out. I'm going with the I'm trying to make sure to get Soto into lineups tonight. I'm trying to make sure to get exposure to San Diego, and then I like a little bit of the St. Louis and Mets side of things. That's what I'm doing, but I am not playing many lineups. By the way, Cam Smith may win this tournament today. I feel like every shot he hits is within.
JM is going to win this tournament today.
Maybe. That's right.
He's only through 7.
I know, but Cam Smith's about to go 6 under.
Yeah, I'm aware.
He's only through 7. I don't know if that's a good thing, though.
That's a good
all right, guys. Any questions or thoughts? I know Rody likes the Houston stack. I got my stacks in there. Sheets gave you all of his ownership sides of things. I'm using as in my only real big buy-in lineup on DraftKings. Like I always wait to get heavy in baseball. I'm using Darvish and Wainwright as my pitchers. Nothing special or spectacular about that. The pricing is irrelevant for pitching to me today, so I don't care about saving on some of the guys who offer some savings. But if I was playing 150 lineups, I would play 20% Zach Greinke. And I'd play 5 to 10%, maybe 10% of Corbin.
Hey, Jace Peterson at 2K getting a stolen base. We'll take that.
Hey, is that game still scoreless?
Sure is.
Yeah. That would have been a good
stolen base in the 9 hole at 2.4%.
Love it. Oh yeah, you got the whole Sheets minimum cost 9K, nine hole guy. You always have those guys mixed in. I love it. All right, man. I might bounce if that's okay, guys. I need to get a little nap in. I'm not feeling so hot. So if you guys don't mind, that's cool. Sheets, are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, I'll just leave this up and whenever you're done.
I don't need to hang around. I don't need to justify why I'm playing freaking 40% Cabrian Hayes.
Yeah. Adam said that he likes to use the SS to build his single entry in baseball because percentage owned can sometimes consolidate so much in those. I actually like that type of thinking for single entries. I always bring it up on other shows and people say, well, yeah, it's okay. It is okay to eat a little more chalk, but at the same time, getting a guy who's 1% owned in that is much bigger than a tournament that you've got 10,000 people in, and that 1% is much more valuable than having somebody at 1% in the thing because like you're only gonna have so few lineups to run into. Anyway, I can't talk. My brain is in a fog, so I'm gonna try and take a quick nap. Everybody.
We will see you later. We will see you at 6. I don't know whether we're gonna talk baseball, trucks, or something. I have to do is a little more MMA stuff because I want to put my MMA stuff up tonight.
for the weekend. And yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks everybody. And we'll see you guys in a few hours.
You'll end it?
Yeah, I got it.